to Ethoria Channel.
In Episode 1, you installed the elite mindset. You learned that discipline is the infrastructure of freedom. You buried the civilian version of yourself and chose the path of systematic excellence. But elite software running on civilian hardware will always underperform. Your mind may be optimized, but if your body is operating at 60%, your performance ceiling is 60%. Today we engineer your biological platform because excellence isn't just mental, it's physiological. Before and after. The biological transformation. Before, the civilian body. Treats body as afterthought, vessel for the mind, random sleep patterns based on convenience, nutrition choices driven by cravings and emotions, energy crashes and inconsistent vitality. Recovery is passive and unoptimized. Physical state determines mental performance. After, the elite machine. Body as performance machine requiring optimization. Engineered circadian rhythms for peak function, strategic nutrition for cognitive and physical performance, sustained high energy throughout demanding days, active recovery protocols for accelerated adaptation, mental performance independent of physical fluctuations. Your body is not a temple, it's a laboratory. I used to sleep 6 hours, skip meals, train when I could, and wonder why I couldn't function at 100%. Then I realized, it wasn't me, it was the system. My body was a software error. From that day, my body became a machine, and my life, a precisely tuned system. Elite performers understand something civilians don't. Most people treat their body like a temple, sacred, but passive. Elite performers treat it like a machine, designed and upgraded. Your brain consumes 20% of your total energy. Your cognitive performance is directly linked to your biological state. Every decision, every insight, every moment of focus depends on the machine that houses your mind. Answer honestly, when did you last have 7 consecutive days of optimal sleep? If your body gives 6 out of 10, you have no chance of your mind giving 9 out of 10. 1 bad night of sleep equals 3 days of cognitive decline. Most people live like this. I fall asleep with my phone. Coffee is my first meal. When I train hard, but I have no rhythm. My day depends on luck, not systems. This isn't wellness, this is warfare. Imagine this. You wake up without an alarm, energy from 0 to 100 in 20 minutes. Focus throughout the entire day. Your body responds like a racing machine. Quick decisions. Easy learning. Mental fog doesn't exist. Close your eyes and imagine. What would your mental performance look like if your biological systems operated at 95% efficiency? What is biological optimization? Biological optimization is the systematic engineering of your physiology to support maximum cognitive and physical performance. This isn't fitness, this is functional enhancement. This isn't health, this is hardware optimization. This isn't wellness, this is weaponization. The Performance Stack Layer 2. Biological Platform, Layer 1. Mindset, installed. Layer 2. Biology, current focus. Sleep architecture for cognitive restoration, nutritional protocols for sustained performance, movement systems for energy optimization, recovery methods for accelerated adaptation. Your biological platform determines the ceiling of everything built above it. The machine metaphor. Your body is a biological machine with CPU brain, requires specific fuel and cooling. RAM, working memory, enhanced by sleep and nutrition. Hard drive, long-term memory, optimized through recovery. Power supply, energy systems, sustained through strategic nutrition. Cooling system, recovery, prevents overheating and breakdown. Elite performers optimize every component. Hardware versus software performance. Software optimization, mindset, can only improve performance within hardware limitations. Example, civilian hardware, 60% cognitive capacity. Elite software on civilian hardware, 60% performance. Elite software on elite hardware, 95% performance. Hardware upgrades create exponential performance gains. Sleep is the foundation of cognition. Elite rule number 2. The Sleep Optimization Protocol. Why sleep dominates performance. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is active optimization. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories and learning, clears metabolic waste and toxins, processes emotional experiences, strengthens neural pathways, resets neurotransmitter systems. Performance impact of sleep optimization: 23% improvement in learning speed, 40% better memory consolidation, 35% enhanced decision-making quality, 50% better emotional regulation, 65% improvement in creative problem solving. One night of poor sleep destroys 3 days of performance gains. Elite sleep architecture. Phase 1. Sleep preparation, 2 hours before bed. Blue light elimination from all devices, temperature reduction in sleep environment, caffeine clearance, 8-hour half-life consideration, mental download and planning for tomorrow, physical relaxation and stress clearing. Phase 2. Sleep initiation, 30 minutes before bed. Complete darkness in sleep environment. Optimal temperature, from 18 to 20 degrees. No stimulating content or conversations. Consistent pre-sleep ritual execution. Phase 3. Sleep maintenance, 7 to 9 hours. Consistent sleep and wake times, 15 minutes more or less. Optimal sleep environment maintenance. 0 interruptions or disturbances. Multiple sleep cycle completion. Natural wake-up without alarms when possible. Phase 4. Wake optimization, first 30 minutes. Immediate bright light exposure, movement and circulation activation, hydration and electrolyte replenishment, mental activation through challenging tasks, consistent wake ritual execution. Circadian rhythm hacking. Your circadian rhythm is a biological clock that determines energy peaks and valleys throughout the day, optimal timing for different types of work, sleep and wake timing for maximum recovery, hormone production and regulation, body temperature fluctuations. Elite circadian optimization, 5 to 9 a.m., prime cognitive window. Highest focus and analytical thinking, complex problem solving and planning, deep work and strategic thinking, learning and skill development. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Peak performance window. Maximum physical and mental energy, high-stakes meetings and presentations, creative work and innovation, challenging physical training. 2 to 3 p.m. Natural energy dip. Routine tasks and administrative work, light physical activity or movement, social interactions and networking, recovery and restoration activities. 3 to 6 p.m. Second peak window. Collaborative work and team projects, physical training and skill practice, creative pursuits and experimentation, strategic planning and review. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Wind down window. Low-intensity activities only, reflection and planning, social time and relationships, preparation for sleep optimization. Align your most important work with your biological peaks. Sleep tracking and optimization. Metrics to track: total sleep time, sleep onset time, how quickly you fall asleep, number of wake-ups during the night, sleep stage distribution, deep, rapid, light. Sleep efficiency percentage. Wake-up energy levels, 1 to 10 scale. Tools for elite sleep tracking. Heart rate variability monitors, sleep stage tracking devices, room temperature and humidity monitors, light exposure measurement, sleep environment optimization tools. Weekly sleep optimization review. Average sleep quality scores, pattern identification and correlation analysis, environmental factor impacts, protocol adherence measurement, systematic improvement implementation. Optimize what you measure what matters. Performance nutrition protocols. Nutrition as cognitive enhancement. Food is not fuel. Food is information. Every meal sends signals to your body about energy allocation and storage, neurotransmitter production, inflammation levels, cognitive function optimization, physical performance capacity. Elite nutrition principles. Timing is as important as content. Quality determines cognitive impact. Consistency creates metabolic efficiency. Measurement enables optimization. The cognitive nutrition framework. brain-optimized macronutrient ratios. Proteins, 25 to 30%. Amino acids for neurotransmitter production, stable blood sugar for consistent energy, tissue repair and adaptation support, satiety for decision-making clarity. Fats, 35 to 40%. Brain structure and hormone production, fat-soluble vitamin absorption, sustained energy without crashes, anti-inflammatory effects. Carbohydrates, 30 to 40%. Glucose for immediate brain fuel, timing around performance windows, recovery and adaptation support, strategic energy manipulation. Ratios adjust based on training, cognitive demands, and performance goals. Meal timing for peak performance, 5 a.m., pre-performance fuel. Black coffee or tea for alertness, minimal food to avoid digestion drain, electrolyte optimization, supplements for cognitive enhancement. 8 a.m., cognitive foundation meal. High-quality proteins for neurotransmitter, healthy fats for sustained energy, minimal carbohydrates to prevent crashes, micronutrient-dense whole foods. 12 p.m., performance-sustaining meal, balanced macronutrients for afternoon energy, strategic carbohydrates for brain fuel, anti-inflammatory foods for recovery, adequate hydration for cognitive function. 3 p.m., strategic snack, if needed. Protein and fat combination, minimal processing for quick absorption, no blood sugar spikes or crashes, support for evening performance window. 6 p.m., recovery and restoration meal. Higher carbohydrate ratio for recovery, complete proteins for tissue repair, micronutrients for adaptation support, earlier timing for optimal sleep. Evening sleep optimization nutrition, no food 3 hours before sleep, magnesium and other sleep-supporting nutrients, minimal liquids to prevent wake-ups, temperature-neutral foods only. Meal timing synchronizes with circadian rhythms for maximum effectiveness. Hydration as performance enhancement, optimal hydration for elite performance. 35 to 40 mils per kilogram of body weight daily. Additional 500-750 ml per hour of intense activity, electrolyte balance maintenance, strategic timing around performance windows. Hydration protocol. Upon waking, 500 ml with electrolytes. Pre-performance, 200 ml with 15 minutes before. During performance, 150-200 ml with every 20 minutes. Post-performance, 150% of fluid lost through sweat. Evening, minimal to prevent sleep interruption. Elite hydration tracking. Morning weight measurements, urine color monitoring, sweat rate calculations, performance correlation analysis. 2% dehydration causes 10% performance degradation. Supplementation for cognitive excellence. Tier 1, foundation supplements. Vitamin D3, hormone optimization and immune function. Magnesium, sleep quality and stress management. Omega-3 fatty acids, brain structure and inflammation control. B-complex vitamins, energy production and neurotransmitter synthesis. Tier 2, performance enhancement. Creatine, cognitive and physical power output. Alpha-GPC, focus and memory enhancement. Rhodiola, stress adaptation and mental clarity. Lion's mane, neuroplasticity and cognitive protection. Tier 3, advanced optimization. Rhondaphenil, wakefulness and focus prescription. Nootropic stacks, customized cognitive enhancement. Peptides, recovery and adaptation acceleration. Specialized compounds, targeted optimization goals. Supplementation fills gaps. It doesn't replace fundamentals. Movement as performance enhancement. Exercise versus movement optimization. Civilian approach. Exercise for general fitness. Elite approach. Movement for specific performance enhancement. Movement categories for elite performance. Activation movement, daily. For morning circulation and nervous system activation, joint mobility and movement preparation, energy generation through controlled stress, posture optimization for cognitive performance. Performance movement, 3 to 5 times weekly. Strength training for physical and mental resilience. Cardiovascular optimization for cognitive endurance. Power development for explosive capability. skill-specific movement for domain expertise. Recovery movement, daily. Evening relaxation and stress relief, fascial release and tension management, circulation enhancement for adaptation, sleep preparation through gentle movement. The daily movement protocol, morning activation, 10-15 minutes. 5 minutes, dynamic warm-up, joint rotations and mobility, activation of major muscle groups, cardiovascular system activation, nervous system preparation. 5 minutes, strength activation, body weight exercises, core stability challenges, balance and coordination, power movement patterns. 5 minutes, integration, full body movement flows, breathing and circulation, mental preparation for performance, energy optimization techniques. Evening recovery, 10-15 minutes, gentle movement, slow controlled stretching, joint decompression, tension release techniques, circulation enhancement. 5 minutes, relaxation, breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, nervous system downregulation, sleep preparation movements. 5 minutes, integration, mindful movement, stress processing, recovery optimization, sleep transition preparation. Strength training for cognitive performance, the brain-muscle connection for elite performance. Resistance training increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Strength work improves stress resilience and confidence. Progressive overload teaches systematic improvement. Physical challenges develop mental toughness. Elite strength protocol, 3-4 sessions per week. Compound movements for maximum impact. Progressive overload for continuous adaptation. Perfect form for neural efficiency. Recovery optimization between sessions. Strength training as systems thinking. Planning and progression protocols. Measurement and tracking systems. Adaptation and optimization cycles. Integration with other performance elements. Physical strength creates mental strength. Recovery is competitive advantage. Recovery versus rest. Rest is passive. Recovery is active optimization. Elite recovery includes systematic stress management, accelerated adaptation protocols, nervous system optimization, cellular repair enhancement, performance preparation for next session. The recovery hierarchy, Level 1, sleep optimization, foundation, 7-9 hours of high-quality sleep, consistent sleep-wake timing, optimal sleep environment, recovery-focused evening protocols. Level 2, stress management, essential, breathing exercises for nervous system control, meditation for mental clarity and emotional regulation, time in nature for psychological restoration, social connection for emotional support. Level 3, physical recovery, performance, massage and soft tissue work, hot-cold therapy for circulation, movement and mobility work, nutritional support for adaptation. Level 4, advanced recovery, elite, heart rate variability training, biofeedback and nervous system optimization, compression therapy and circulation enhancement, specialized recovery technologies. Heat and cold therapy protocols, heat therapy for recovery. Sauna 15 to 20 minutes at 80 to 90 degree. Hot bath 15 minutes at 40 to 41 degree. Benefits: circulation, relaxation, stress protein production. Timing: evening for sleep preparation. Cold therapy for performance. Cold shower 2-3 minutes at 5-10 degree. Ice bath 10-15 minutes. Wadi benefits: inflammation reduction, nervous system activation. Timing: morning for energy, post-training for recovery. Contrast therapy protocol, 3-4 rounds of hot, 3-4 minutes, followed by cold, 30 to 60 seconds. Finishes with cold for circulation optimization, enhanced adaptation and recovery acceleration, mental resilience and stress adaptation. Controlled stress creates adaptation. Adaptation creates resilience. Heart rate variability optimization, HRV as the ultimate recovery metric. Measures nervous system recovery and readiness, indicates adaptation to training and life stress, guides daily protocol modifications, prevents overtraining and burnout. HRV optimization strategies: consistent sleep optimization, breathing exercise practice, stress management protocols, recovery method implementation, training load management. Daily HRV protocol: morning measurement upon waking, evening measurement before sleep, weekly trend analysis, protocol adjustment based on data, optimization cycle implementation. HRV is the body's readiness indicator. Elite performers listen. Biological tracking and optimization. The Elite Biometric Dashboard, daily measurements. Morning weight, hydration and recovery, heart rate variability, nervous system status, sleep quality score, recovery effectiveness, energy levels, 1 to 10 scale, mood and motivation, psychological state. Weekly measurements. Body composition changes, performance benchmarks, recovery protocol effectiveness, nutrition adherence rates, movement quality assessments. Monthly measurements. Comprehensive health markers, performance capacity testing, protocol optimization reviews, system integration analysis, advanced biomarker tracking. Technology for biological optimization, essential tracking devices, heart rate variability monitor, sleep tracking device, activity and movement tracker, body composition scale, temperature and environment monitors. Advanced optimization tools, continuous glucose monitors, blood biomarker testing, genetic analysis for personalization, advanced recovery technologies, environmental optimization systems. Data integration and analysis. Correlation analysis between metrics, pattern identification over time, protocol effectiveness measurement, optimization opportunity identification, systematic improvement implementation. What gets measured gets optimized. What gets optimized gets mastered. The monthly biological review, performance analysis questions. Which biological metrics improved this month? What correlations exist between different measurements? Which protocols showed the greatest impact? Where are the current performance limiters? What optimization opportunities exist? System optimization questions. What protocols need refinement or adjustment? What new methods should be tested? How can tracking be improved or simplified? What patterns emerge from the data? Where can efficiency gains be achieved? Strategic planning questions. How do biological improvements support overall goals? What seasonal adjustments need implementation? Which advanced protocols are ready for testing? How can recovery be further optimized? What would 10x biological performance look like? Monthly reviews prevent stagnation and ensure continuous optimization. Quick start. Top 3 game changers. For those ready to begin optimization immediately. Sleep consistency. Maintain it between 12 and 15 minutes. Same sleep and wake time every day. No exceptions, no negotiations. Your circadian rhythm demands precision. Hydration first, not caffeine. 500 ml water immediately upon waking. Electrolytes for cellular function. Coffee second, hydration first. Light and movement. First, 10 minutes. Bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking. 10 minutes of movement to activate circulation. Signal to your body. Performance mode activated. Master these 3. Everything else builds from here. Real transformation example. Marco, 3 months ago, 4 hours of sleep, 3 coffees daily, exhausted by noon. Today, sleep 7.5 hours, trains in the morning, mental clarity all day. He changed only 3 things. Want the complete 5-week biological optimization protocol? Download the detailed tracking guide in the description below. Week-by-week implementation with daily habits, tracking metrics, and monthly optimization cycles. Environmental design for biological excellence. Your environment as your 6th system. Your environment programs your biology. Light exposure controls circadian rhythms. Temperature affects sleep quality and alertness. Air quality impacts cognitive function. Noise levels influence stress and recovery. Visual environment affects motivation and focus. Sleep environment optimization. The Elite Sleep Chamber. Complete darkness, blackout curtains, eye masks, optimal temperature, 18 to 20 degree, minimal noise, earplugs, white noise, soundproofing, comfortable bedding, quality mattress and pillows, clean air, air purifiers, plants, ventilation. Technology management. No devices in bedroom, blue light blocking 2 hours before sleep, airplane mode on all devices, charging stations outside bedroom, morning alarm alternatives, sunrise simulation. Work environment for biological support. Lighting optimization. Natural light during peak performance hours. Blue light for morning activation. Warm light for evening wind down. Task-specific lighting for different activities. Circadian rhythm support throughout day. Air quality management. Plants for oxygen production and air cleaning. Air purifiers for pollutant removal. Proper ventilation for fresh air circulation. Humidity control for comfort and health. Temperature regulation for optimal performance. Movement integration. Standing desk options. Movement reminders and breaks. Exercise equipment accessibility. Stretching and mobility space. Walking meeting opportunities. Design your environment to make optimal biology inevitable. Your biological optimization action plan. Week 1 to 2. Sleep foundation. Daily practices. Consistent sleep and wake times 15 minutes. Blue light elimination 2 hours before bed. Morning bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking. Sleep environment optimization. Darkness, temperature, quiet. Evening wind down protocol development. Tracking implementation. Sleep quality score 1 to 10 every morning. Sleep onset time and wake up energy levels. Environment optimization. Temperature, noise, light. Protocol adherence percentage. Week 3 to 4. Nutrition optimization. System development. Meal timing alignment with circadian rhythms. Macronutrient ratio optimization for performance. Hydration protocol implementation. Supplement foundation establishment. Food quality and processing minimization. Advanced tracking. Energy levels throughout day. Hourly ratings. Cognitive performance correlation with nutrition. Digestive comfort and optimization. Hydration adequacy measurement. Week 5 to 6. Movement integration. Protocol establishment. Daily morning activation routine, 10-15 minutes. Evening recovery movement, 10-15 minutes. 3-4 weekly performance training sessions. Movement breaks during work periods. Recovery optimization techniques. Performance measurement. Movement quality and consistency. Energy impact of different exercise types. Recovery time and adaptation rates. Strength and conditioning progress. Week 7 to 8. Recovery mastery. Advanced protocols. Heart rate variability tracking and optimization. Heat and cold therapy implementation. Stress management technique mastery. Advanced recovery technology integration. Complete system integration and optimization. Elite tracking. Comprehensive biometric dashboard. Recovery protocol effectiveness measurement. Adaptation and improvement rates. System integration and synergy analysis. 3 focuses for biological excellence. Optimize sleep, fuel strategically, recover actively. Your turn. What's your biggest biological performance limiter right now? Share in the comments whether it's sleep, nutrition, movement, or recovery, and commit to optimizing it over the next 30 days. Your commitment might inspire someone else's transformation. Quick start. Top 3 game changers. For those ready to begin optimization immediately. 1. Sleep consistency 15 minutes. Same sleep and wake time every day. No exceptions. No negotiations. Your circadian rhythm demands precision. 2. Hydration first, not caffeine. 500 ml water immediately upon waking. Electrolytes for cellular function. Coffee second, hydration first. 3. Light and movement. First 10 minutes. Bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking. 10 minutes of movement to activate circulation. Signal to your body. Performance mode activated. Master these 3. Everything else builds from here. Real transformation example. Marco, 3 months ago, 4 hours of sleep, 3 coffees daily, exhausted by noon. Today, sleeps 7.5 hours, trains in the morning, mental clarity all day. He changed only 3 things. Want the complete 5-week biological optimization protocol? Download the detailed tracking guide in the description below. Week-by-week implementation with daily habits, tracking metrics, and monthly optimization cycles. Environmental design for biological excellence. Your environment is your 6th system. Your environment programs your biology. Light exposure controls circadian rhythms. Temperature affects sleep quality and alertness. Air quality impacts cognitive function. Noise levels influence stress and recovery. Visual environment affects motivation and focus. Sleep environment optimization, the elite sleep chamber. Complete darkness, blackout curtains, eye masks, optimal temperature, 65 to 68 Fef, 18 to 20 Grossi, minimal noise, earplugs, white noise, soundproofing, comfortable bedding, quality mattress and pillows, clean air, air purifiers, plants, ventilation. Technology management. No devices in bedroom, blue light blocking, 2 hours before sleep, airplane mode on all devices, charging stations outside bedroom, morning alarm alternatives, sunrise simulation. Work environment for biological support, lighting optimization, natural light during peak performance hours, blue light for morning activation, warm light for evening wind down, task-specific lighting for different activities, circadian rhythm support throughout day. Air quality management. Plants for oxygen production and air cleaning, air purifiers for pollutant removal, proper ventilation for fresh air circulating, humidity control for comfort and health, temperature regulation for optimal performance, movement integration, standing desk options, movement reminders and breaks, exercise equipment accessibility, stretching and mobility space, walking meeting opportunities. Design your environment to make optimal biology inevitable. Your biological optimization action plan. Week 1 to 2. Sleep foundation, daily practices. Consistent sleep and wake times, main pres 15 minutes, blue light elimination 2 hours before bed, morning bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking, sleep environment optimization, darkness temperature quiet, evening wind down protocol development. Tracking implementation. Sleep quality score 1 to 10. Every morning, sleep onset time and wake up energy levels, environment optimization, temperature, noise, light.
Protocol adherence percentage. Week 3 to 4. Nutrition optimization. System development. Meal timing alignment with circadian rhythms. Macronutrient ratio optimization for performance. Hydration protocol implementation. Supplement foundation establishment. Food quality and processing minimization. Advanced tracking. Energy levels throughout day. Cognitive performance correlation with nutrition. Digestive comfort and optimization. Hydration adequacy measurement. Week 5 to 6. Movement integration. Protocol establishment. Daily morning activation routine, 10-15 minutes. Evening recovery movement, 10-15 minutes. 3-4 weekly performance training sessions. Movement breaks during work periods. Recovery optimization techniques. Performance measurement. Morphine quality and consistency. Energy impact of different exercise types. Recovery time and adaptation rates. Strength and conditioning progress. Week 7 to 8. Recovery mastery, advanced protocols, heart rate variability tracking and optimization, heat and cold therapy implementation, stress management technique mastery, advanced recovery technology integration, complete system integration and optimization, elite tracking, comprehensive biometric dashboard, recovery protocol effectiveness measurement, adaptation and improvement rates, system integration and synergy analysis. 3 focuses for biological excellence: optimize sleep, fuel strategically, recover actively. Your turn. What's your biggest biological performance limiter right now? Share in the comments whether it's sleep, nutrition, movement, or recovery, and commit to optimizing it over the next 30 days. Your commitment might inspire someone else's transformation.
Behind every elite mind is an elite body supporting it. You've optimized your biological platform. Your sleep architecture supports peak cognition. Your nutrition fuels sustained performance. Your movement enhances rather than drains energy. Your recovery accelerates adaptation. The same systems that make you immune to manipulation now make you unstoppable. But optimal biology still needs optimal thinking to direct it. In our next episode, we engineer your cognitive operating system, the mental software that runs on your optimized hardware. Memory enhancement, focus amplification, learning acceleration, decision-making precision. Your body is a machine, your mind is the programming. Subscribe if you're committed to complete optimization. Skip if baseline function satisfies you. Remember, elite performers optimize everything, civilians optimize nothing. Your biological transformation accelerates from here. Daily protocol. My body is a performance machine. Every choice optimizes or degrades my hardware. Excellence requires biological precision. Repeat this until treating your body casually becomes impossible. The machine is operational. Time to upgrade the software. Welcome to your high-performance life. Next episode preview. Cognitive enhancement, training your mental operating system. Your biological platform is optimized. Now we engineer the cognitive systems that run on this hardware: memory palaces, attention training, learning acceleration, and decision-making frameworks that separate elite from average. Until next time, execute your biological protocols with precision. Remember, your body is not separate from your performance. Your body is your performance. Optimize accordingly. Excellence is biological. Excellence is systematic. Excellence is non-negotiable.